Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to Whispers of Soul. Welcome for your reading. Today, we are here to connect with the energy of what you need to focus on today. For this reading, we are going to have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number one. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. So if you connected to pile number one, what you should focus on today, and there's another thing that's important for you. It might not just be today. What requires your attention right now, or for other people, is just this is what needs your attention. So it doesn't mean that you should only embrace it today. It should be your priority till you have clarity, because you have to remember that we have the energy of the sun in here. Okay, so the sun requires clarity. It talks about illumination, isn't it? So when you want to bring the light on, most of the times is to allow you to see what is ahead. So for majority of people in here, even before you reveal the cards with whatever is coming in there, is all about your perception, finding clarity and knowing what is ahead of you, so you're not surprised by things that you didn't plan or you were encountered. Okay, so it's all about having clarity and knowing that no matter what comes ahead, you feel at peace with yourself. So when you feel at peace with yourself, then there's nothing that can go wrong. Even the wrong thing will turn out right. Why? Because you haven't done it intentionally. You've done it out of love. So when you do something wrong intentionally, it can backfire. But when you do it out of love, expecting something good, regardless of what happens, it will be always for your greatest benefits. Oh no, benefit. So let's reveal the cards and see what you should focus on today, on top of things that I've already mentioned. So you have the energy of anxiety, butterfly of balance, with financial constraints. So what you need to focus on today, pile number one, it's not too far away of what we have in here. First of all, in your anxiety. Second of all, in your finances. Okay, and for certain people, actually, your anxiety might come from your finances. So whatever is going, or the other way around, whatever is going on in your material world regarding your financial circumstances, it's bringing you anxiety. So almost for certain people, the example that is coming is like someone is asking you for you to bring your I don't know, your what, let's see in here, let's say your bank statement. Okay, and it's been almost a month that you didn't pay attention to your account because you're like, I just don't want to see, or I just don't want to know what is the misery going on in there. I just want to keep living and paying the bills, and tomorrow when I wake up and decide to look to my account, I just want to know that, oh, I've cleared almost 80% of my debt. So what we have in here is someone not wanting to willingly pay attention to their finances, but having an idea of what's going on. Okay, so in the end of the day is, you know what's going on, but you're not taking the steps to clear the problem and remove these constraints, these limitations that are causing you anxiety. It's like someone saying that I have no money, but they are sitting on the money. For certain people, for other people, it's almost like saying, I don't have the resources, but that's because maybe you're not working or you can't work. So there's an energy in here of understanding your situation and knowing how to go around it. So it's like today we choose to pick one fight. Okay, we have too many things going on in here, especially when it comes to the emotions that are coming for a particular a situation. So first we have the energy of anxiety. Something is triggering your anxiety. What it is, we need to bring balance to it. We need to bring harmony to it. So you need to face it. For certain people, what you should focus on today is in the thing that causes you more pain. What it is. So what I would say is use this empty space and ask yourself, what is causing you pain today? And some people might say, my relationship, my financial circumstances, my mental state, my anxiety that is being caused by someone else. Whatever it is, we need to give it a name. Once you give it a name, it's one step towards healing yourself. Why? Everything that is in unknown can't be dealt with because you don't know what it is, isn't it? This is why we have the energy of the sun in near that is connected with the path that you chose. Remember what I said in the beginning. The sun only comes to bring clarity, to illuminate. So what you have in the shadow that is bothering you, but you need to acknowledge its existence. You don't need to know how to sort it out. You just need to recognize that it is there and it is painful. And once you do that, like I said, it's not just one step for healing, but it's one step for releasing. Why? Because it is a different way of dealing with it and facing it. So bringing you a tiny bit of what's written in the book just to top up what is going on and to bring you more clarity, because sometimes when you read from the book, the words that I used in there are able to bring more clarity, isn't it? Because when I'm speaking, I say what I feel. Some people will be able to connect with it. Other people, maybe just by reading, they will be able to pull or to dig deep down their souls and bring this unknown energy to light. And another thing that's happening in here for certain people, the reason that I'm feeling that the book might be important for certain people is because you might be aware of what's going on, like I said. And the words that I've used are things that you described the situation with pretty much with same words that I used in here. Or I repeat the words that you used to describe your situation. So you're familiarized with it. So what will happen with the book is that we might have one or two words that will trigger an impact or will bring an impact to change your frequency. Okay? Number 18 plus 8 plus 1, it's 9. Okay? And more important than that, 18, if you connected with the tarot card, it is the major arcana, the moon, which means there is something that needs to come into light. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright might indicate that you are experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you will notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, we are here to tell you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things. So trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you are far more likely to receive the solution that you seek. So, what you should focus on today. Number 1, let go of fear and worry. Assume the best and live in peace. All is well. Focus on the solution, not in the problem. There is hope, there is light, and you for sure can do it. This problem should not affect you for a long period of time. I can't answer for the past, but I can answer for the future. No matter what's going on, remember, it's just a it's just the circumstance, it's just the moment. I keep having this feeling of restraint, not being able to move, not because you don't want to, but you can't, or you've been advised not to, or whatever it is. There's this energy of, I want to make a change, but I'm not advisable to do it because it won't end well for me right now. So it's like a decision can be taken, but it can't be taken right now because there is something else happening behind the curtains. So you need to allow this storm to finish. So I will say it for certain people. What you need to remember is that you should not worry because things are not stuck because you want to. They have to. There is a difference in here. If it was just for you, you would change the situation. But let's say someone come to this reading, you are physical limited right now, spiritual limited, or you have limitations due to health. Whatever your concern is, it's something that is major, it is important. It doesn't matter what other people think. It is important for you. Something happened to you that is not allowing you to do things in the same way you used to do, without caring, without worrying. You are in a moment in your life where you need to pay attention. An example that is coming in here, for example, imagine something happened, you are running and you broke your leg. By all means, would you be running the next day just because you feel that, okay, you know what, I'm feeling good? No. The chances are you will be training yourself or retraining yourself because that bone was broke and you need to adjust to reality. And this is what you have to remember. You are taking the time that you need to adjust yourself to the reality. It doesn't matter what's happening outside. What really matters is that you are healing from inside out. And of course, if you broke your leg, and for certain people, let's say you depend on your leg to be able to drive, of course it's going to have an impact in your finances. For someone that used to do, let's say, 3,000 per month, you might end up just with, let's say, 300 per month. It's not desirable. It's not what you want. But this is what you have right now. And you still have your bills paid anyway. So feel free to allow yourself to recognize that although you're wishing for more, right now you have to live with what you have because your circumstances are requiring you to take a step back before you move forward. So there's no need for you to feel anxious but relieved that you are able to take this time to heal yourself. Okay, so for other people is what you need to focus right now is in feeling um, complete and happy with what you have, peace of mind and space to heal. So focus in healing, focus in bringing harmony and peace into your life. For other people, it's pretty much saying, look, I'm not feeling okay right now. So I need to focus in what is important. What is important? Your mental state, your emotions. So now you need to stop everything and deal with this energy of anxiety because it's triggering fear and the energy of worry. And this is what you need to do. Find your way to let go of fear and worry and assume that the best will happen so you can live in peace. Because in the end of the day, all is well. So let me bring you a tiny bit of the message from the book when it comes to financial constraints. Because in here as well, you will know that, or you will notice that there are certain limitations coming from your financial situation that is actually bothering you, but not as a way to help you, but a way of causing you more stress. So if we focus on numbers 13, 3 plus 1, it's 4. So it's all about looking for stability, okay? And this is just a moment, I will say it again. So financial constraints comes with restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time. So rein in your spending and be circumspect about financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There is a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. Remember, what you need to focus it is in the light aspect, and take on board this affirmation if you believe that is able to support you. I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. So, what we need to have in consideration with pile number one when it comes to the energy of what you need to focus on is to bring balance to your circumstances when it comes to your mind and your financial energy. And the first way to start with is to focus on the energy of being positive and knowing that this is a moment, it's not an experience for a lifetime. So if there's anything that you need to take from this reading is the affirmation of believing that you can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. This is where your focus needs to be on, in your capacity to move through and succeed. Be open to receive increasing health because money moves to and through you with certainty of bringing benefits to everyone involved, including yourself. It's time for you to make lifestyle adjustments to restore tranquility, balance, and harmony in your life. Whatever decision you make, whatever you're going through, you need to come from a healthier place and a more objective perspective. Because the energy of the butterfly of balance, it's gifting you the power of equilibrium, the balance between the yin and yang, and the harmony between everything that was, is, and might be. This is the message for people connected with pile number one. So if you connected with pile number two, this is your item, the energy of the moon. I just felt that I have to put it in here because the impression I have is that whatever was going on with pile number one, it was projected from the reading of pile number two. Whatever it is, pile number two, it's like reflecting the energy that was in the sun, and probably the sun will be presented in here, okay? And this is because the energy of the first pile was requiring illumination. So in here, I don't think we have doubt surrounding you for sure. So whatever you need to focus on is in, it's interesting. I need to reveal the cards because what I'm feeling in here, for certain people, is almost like saying you don't need to focus in anything actually. You've been focusing for so long in a particular problem in your life or in a particular thing that in your life That right now, what I'm feeling is energy of flow, going with the flow. It doesn't matter if it's dark, if it's night, it just feels like every day is a good day to have a wonderful day. This is what I'm feeling in here. So for certain people is what you should focus on today. And I don't think this is just a today thing, is a thing for your life. You need to focus on your happiness. You need to focus in living the best life that you're dreaming. But let's reveal your cards and see what we have in here because we can be surprised, okay? So, whatever comes ahead, one thing is important. For certain people, everything that you needed to hear has already been said and might not be relevant for you, whatever is coming ahead on the cards, okay? So, let's reveal the cards and see what else we have in here for you. So, you have the energy of hostilities, higher guidance, door to romance. And we have in here the butterfly of higher guidance is represented by the selenite. And selenite is the energy of cleansing, isn't it? It's the crystal that pretty much doesn't allow energy to flow, especially when it's the negative energy. It does absorb it, cleanse it, and heal it. This is why I was saying that whatever is going on in pile number one, it was a reflection of what was happening in pile number two. And pile number two is almost like the light is on and there's no need for you to fear whatever is ahead of you. So, what we have in here, pile number two, for you, it's interesting because I keep saying that I don't feel the title of this topic is adjusting to what I see in front of me. Okay. Um, for certain people, what I would say is what you need to focus on today is in your relationships. Maybe you're being a tiny bit hostile towards people that do love you and you're not concerned with their needs. But this is not the message for everyone. Okay, so I did start with the energy of people that maybe I will have to address them in this reading, even though if I wasn't feeling before this negative energy, but it is popping up in here as a I am aware that today is not my best day, so maybe I should avoid to speak so I don't get myself in trouble. So I will focus in healing myself, redirecting my thoughts, and allow the universe to support me to release this hostile energy that is trying to embrace me. So, for certain people, it could be today you just need to focus on your well being, okay? Regardless of the details and the examples that I gave, what you need to focus today is on your well being, okay? Nothing else. Nothing else in here to add. Focus on your well being, and that is good enough. For other people that were feeling that, I was feeling that I don't think the energy of this title was meant for you. What I can say is pile number two needs to know that right now the universe is guiding you through any hostile situation to allow you to arrive to the path where you're meant to meet the people that are there for you or waiting for you or supporting you. So, what we have in here is someone is being spiritually guided to overcome their obstacles and challenges so they can succeed in their endeavors. And whatever it is, be it because they're making a change in your life, be it because they're making a change in your relationships, in your financial circumstances, in your work life, in your love life, in your body, whatever it is, it doesn't matter how difficult it is, you just need to know that it's time for you to use your wisdom and the insights that universe is giving you and apply it in the real life because you're being guided, okay? Of course, you won't have for certain people, I don't know, for others it might happen exactly the other way around. But most of us, we won't wake up and have an angel coming in here and say, "Oh, I am the angel, follow me." Okay? It might come, probably, but with another person, with a face, with a body. But we have the lucky ones that are able to see clearly things, isn't it? So nothing is impossible, everything is possible. But some of them are less likely to happen to the majority, okay? So what I would say is you need to focus on the simple fact that the universe is guiding you towards the solutions. Okay, for other people is the universe is guiding you towards a problem that will be sorted out. And there's another thing in here that I'm trying to find the right word in here, because when I say the universe is guiding you towards a problem, maybe the best way of saying it, or let me rephrase, the universe is guiding you through a problematic situation that it wasn't meant to bother you, but probably it is irritating you because you're not able to sort it by yourself. They are guiding you, supporting you to make sure that no matter what happens, you won't be as intense as you should. So whatever you feel is just a tiny energy of, you know what, that's fine. Today is not a good day to argue. So what I will do, I will follow the voice within. The voice within is coming here to say, look, today is a good day to be in silence. And choose to be in silence. If someone asks a question and you don't want to answer, say, I don't know. They won't be able to pull your tongue out of your mouth to make you speak. Just say, I don't know. And that's it. Call it a day. I think how they say it in movies, you have the right to remain in silence. Use that right, because at least you won't put yourself in trouble. You know, when someone wants you to talk so you can end up actually causing more harm to yourself, this is what we have in here. To focus in your peace and not allowing anyone to disturb your peace. Okay, so pile number one. Number two, apologies. It's extremely important for you to be open and not allow yourself to be restrained by other people negative thoughts, energies, or whatever they are carrying should not be an obstacle for you. Your path is clear, it's meant to be done in peace. Another thing that we can take from this energy near is the capacity of recognizing that today we need to choose to focus on the things that have been bothering us. Okay? There is an energy of hostile energies, and probably you've already been living with it for some time, or it might be something that's happening to you right now. So, whether it's a new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. So, what we have in here for other people is what you need to focus on today is to regain control into a situation that looked like a lost cause. So, it's time for you to regain control. So, another way of seeing this energy in here is that today you need to focus in cutting the BS that might come from anyone that feel familiarized with you or in a position of believing that can take advantage of you. For one simple fact, because the energy of the higher guidance in here as well wants you to be aware that hostile situations are ceasing to exist. We are arriving in a moment in your life where it says, today is the end of hostilities in my life. So there's an energy shifting. So another thing that you need to focus on is in the fact that the energy is shifting around you. And even you yourself, you are changing. And the universe is supporting you on this internal shift as well. Whether the aggressive action has handed due to external factors or your own intervention, just know that what is coming ahead is peace and harmony. And this is because we'll find a way of dealing pretty much creating healthy boundaries. So it's all about you being in a position of saying, no more. Enough is enough. And if there's anything else you need to add to this energy of what you need to focus on, let's focus in the affirmation that is supporting you. And for certain people, it's almost like saying, we don't want to know about what you said. What we want to know is what we need to focus on without having to revive the story. And this is the affirmation that is going to support you and where you can focus on. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. There is a new beginning ahead of you. So remember to make yourself and your own happiness a priority. And we have the energy of light coming back again. There is a mix and match in energies in here, and this is because we have people that are vibrating high energy and we have people that are vibrating low energy. So I go down, pick up the ones that are falling or did fall, and go back and ignite the light of people that are already seeing the light, but they need to shine more. And whatever happened in this new beginning, this is what you need to focus on as affirmation. As I open the door to my own self-love, I attract more and more loving tenderness to me. It's time for me to open my heart to receive what I deserve. It's time for me to be the light, embrace the light, and live in light. Because this is where I belong, in the land of happiness, where I have to feel free, content, and fulfilled. Whatever is going around you, there's one thing that should never but never dismiss is the fact that you are receiving support from the spiritual realm. You are receiving higher guidance. You are being supported to see the bigger picture and clear any confusion to allow you to choose the life that you deserve. It's time to walk away towards light and hope. And if I am allowed to retract my words, because after bringing it out, I feel like the way I said it, it shouldn't be that way. It's time for you to walk from hostilities and move towards light and hope. And now I feel happy. Now we can bring a closure to your reading. It's time for you to succeed and shine your light. This is the message for people connected to pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye!